The candidates were asked, regarding the Greenbush line, how would you address the mitigation issues that are still outstanding?
We've been able to secure a $20 million shallow cut to Quincy Avenue. We've been able to secure a number of mitigation elements along Elm Street and other areas of the town. We need to secure the final piece in terms of the sound wall along Front Street. I am working to that end still. I think perhaps I'll make a little news tonight in terms of conversations that I've been able to have with the general manager of the MBTA, Dan Greenbush. I've weighed in with him on a number of occasions and was fortunate to hear from him today that in fact the Weymouth Landing Station will be the Weymouth Landing East Braintree Station. And I also think that Representative Driscoll, Senator Morrissey, and others can continue to help us in seeing that the implementation of Greenbush is done in its final form. We need to get Liberty Street done. My understanding on that is that road reconstruction will start right after Labor Day. So the mitigation agreement was a good one for Braintree. I was proud to work on it, and I want to see it through as mayor.
Quite simply, how would I address the mitigation issues that are outstanding? I would continue to do what I've been doing. I joined with my colleague Jim Casey the other evening and thoroughly reviewing and then lambasting the MBTA for their, I think, ineptitude and their arrogance in how they have treated the town of Braintree. And I'm absolutely stunned that one of my opponents this evening can sit here and say that, good news, the T has agreed to name it Weymouth Landing East Braintree. That's not an agreement. That was a requirement of the mitigation that was signed in 2001. That's not breaking news. That's their basic obligation. We knew as a community that we needed sound walls back in 1997 on French Ave. We signed, and my opponent negotiated an agreement that did not call specifically for a sound wall. 10 years later, we're still waiting now for a sound wall on Front Street. That is unconscionable. That this program will begin, trains will run, and those residents will not have mitigated sound is wrong.
This is supposed to be opening up another month or two. And, there have been some problems with the sound barrier walls, and I want to take to that. I want to be able to make that happen with the MBTA. Again, when I was up getting signatures across from the Archbishop Williams, there were some people up there, the elderly people that were complaining about the noise level. Again, those elderly people are at the last bus stop, all right? It's all over for them, all right? And I'm telling you that barrier, that sound barrier was promised 15 years ago. It's never happened. Again, I want results. The only way to get results, you have to work closely with the MBTA.
The MBTA signed a contract. They agreed to do certain things for the town of Braintree. We must hold them to that contract. If it requires us to go to court and shut the Greenbush line down until we get what they agreed to, then that's what the mayor will have to do. I think the selectmen should be doing that as we speak, not wait for the mayor. The Greenbush line is going to open in the next month. It shouldn't be allowed to open until we get what they agreed to. The MBTA has a history of steamrolling over neighborhoods and towns. They seem to do whatever they want to do. The paper the other day said there is no money for a sound barrier wall, and it's not in the plan. They're just going to fix the chain link fence along Front Street. That wasn't part of the agreement. Mr. Sullivan negotiated the money for the sound barrier wall, and now it's not going to be built. Shut it down. Don't open the Greenbush line. Take them to court and stop it.